Welcome to Mail Monday, a weekly series that's about your questions and my answers to them. A quick note on the gameplay before I get going. This isn't me. This is Orange X'd, link in the description. Because I had hand surgery that I didn't expect to have and a vacation that I'm coming up, I'm not around to capture my own gameplay. So you're going to see me over the next 2 weeks using other people's games. I hope you don't mind. Let's get started. Torsion Testicle. Woody, I have to laugh whenever I hear you talk about your torsion testicle. Wife Wednesday was awesome, and I can totally relate as I had the same experience. Basically, I had the surgery twice, once on each side. The first was in 4th grade for a testicle that hadn't descended. The second was in 8th grade for a torsion. If you want to talk about ridicule, try experiencing that in 8th grade. My friends were relentless. I remember vividly the 3 weeks I spent walking the halls in sweats with my legs spread like I just got off a horse, or better yet, like I crapped my pants. The reason was because if I did not, the little ends of the stitches would catch and tug on my irritated scrotum with every step. To this day, whenever I run into my old friends, the subject always seems to come up. This guy's awesome. I just love the imagery of him walking around like a Daffy Duck cowboy or something like. I don't know. Does anyone else like this guy? I like this guy. But back on topic, the reason I chose this letter is it was an opportunity to talk about like controlling the engagement in social situations. You know, it's not just COD. The way that you react to things that go well or go poorly for you really has a lot to do with how other people are going to react to things that go well or go poorly for you. If you sit there and you stress over it and you let everyone else know that this is a big deal in your head, then they get to make it a big deal in their head too. On the other hand, you know, if you just brush it off and it's no big deal, then they might respond in kind. It's not going to be perfect, right? Don't let me lie to you. Don't let me say like, oh, as long as you pay no attention to it, the rest of the world won't find it funny that you walk around like a cowboy because of your scrotum surgery. Maybe in this case, it was tough not to crack, right? there's a phrase that maybe doesn't fit. But in general, when you have these other things, when you have a lisp, when you have a pimple, when you have a girlfriend that broke up with you, or a girl that said no to you when you asked her out, if you brush it off and say, yeah, you know, I'll get him next time, then other people will too. As a tiny change to the format, I'm going to read 2 letters back to back. I'm gone by now. It's weird how by the time you read this, I'll be gone. I'm taking a bottle of cold pills. All my life, I've never cared about people making fun of me. But tonight, after 15 years, I'm done. My life has no point, no reason. The very thought of happiness has gone away. I go in alternative school because I'm fucking dumb. I don't play sports because I'm fat. I've never had a girlfriend because nobody likes me. My friend, oh wait, I have none. My dad who left me. My mom who emotionally abuses me. All the reasons you say life gets better, that's a lie. It doesn't. We all struggle for nothing. Why only live to die? I don't know what will happen, but I'm willing to take the risk. Goodbye, cruel world. You saved my life. Thank you. Hey Woody, I just wanted to say thank you. I watched your video about depression and your own suicide attempt. It really helped me. For the past 3 years, I'm almost 16 now, and I've been really depressed, and I tried to kill myself over 15 times in those 3 years. They've all failed because of my parents or brother walking in. You saved me. After watching that video, I realized that life can get better, and that it will if I try to make it better. All I needed was some confidence, that everything would work out eventually, and to realize that death is never the answer. Since then, I've become more involved with my family, gotten much better grades, 35 to 40%, up to 80 to 95%. I've gone 4 months without self-harm, and I've just overall been a happier guy. I really appreciate what you did for me. It's like you are my second dad. Creepy, I know, but bear with me. Also, with some of the other advice you've given more recently, it's helped me. I asked the girl of my dreams out because you said to stop being a pussy and just do it. She said yes. Even though you may not know or even see this, I just wanted to know that you literally saved my life. I'm really thankful for that. And with your help, it changed my life completely around. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Sorry it's so long. I just wanted to say thank you. You don't even need to respond, but it'd be cool if you did. The thing about depression is that it can be this hole for which there is no easy way out. You know, I bet that, you know, the first person is hearing the second person's letter and thinking, oh, well, girls actually like him. Our situations are completely different. Oh, you know, he pulled up his grades by 35 to 40%. I could never do that because I'm stupid. What he doesn't see is that he's not. What he doesn't see is you know, I use this expression, life is long. And what I'm trying to say when I say that is that, you know, like, it doesn't really matter how bad a hole you've dug from yourself. there are second and third and fourth chances. You know, when I was suicidal, it was because I had a 1.98 GPA, and I was convinced that I had no future too. I didn't think I was dumb. I guess I'm arrogant that way, in spite of the proof that went otherwise. It was just that I didn't try hard enough, and I felt like because I didn't try hard enough, there was never going to be a chance for me to turn this thing around. It turns out these chances just keep coming and coming and coming. And that's what I want person one to understand here. You know, I want him to get that, you know, while you might think you have no hope, while you might think you're dumb and no one's ever going to like you, the truth is they will, and things will get better. And I just wish that I could convince you that this will turn around, because lots of people have been where you are. And there is an other side to this thing. There is a part where this thing starts looking good instead of how it looks right now. All right, this one's a lot more fun. I like fat chicks. Help. Woody, I need your help with this. I'm 19, and I have what my friends think is a serious problem. Whenever we go out to clubs, I gravitate towards the larger female patrons. I used to be overweight myself, and it really affects my confidence. I've never dated a girl that didn't weigh less than me, and my friends are always giving me shit about it. Is there something wrong with me? Any advice you could give me that would mean a world of difference to me? Thanks. You know what I've noticed over the last 20 years or so? There are a lot more ways for girls to be hot than there used to be, right? When I was a teenager, what was hot was like the Selena Gomez type girl, right? I don't know, who's the Harry Potter girl? Emma Thompson, maybe? You guys don't know for sure. Help me out. But, you know, that was what was hot when I was a teenager, and anything else was not. Now it seems like you can be a big booty like a Kim Kardashian, and guys will love that. You know, someone else will say, oh, she's thick, she's juicy, she's hot in a different way. Someone else will say that they like their girls really thin, you know, small up top, uber athletic with abs. And someone else will, you know, have it. There are so many ways for girls to be hot now that didn't exist in previous generations. It almost seems like, you know, provided you have like some of the obvious stuff worked down, like a roughly symmetrical body and clear skin, then you're hot. You know, there's someone out there who absolutely thinks that you're awesome. So, you know, if you're going for these girls because that's what floats your boat, knock yourself out. You know, like, that's fine with me. If you're going for these girls because they're not what floats your boat, they're actually your second or third choice, but the truth is you know, you feel like you can't do any better, then that's a problem. Then you need to sort of step up and say, you know, forgive yourself for being turned down, right? That's my big advice for picking up girls, you know? I talked to Mirka Durka. Now, Mirka Durka has a lot of success with women, and he's like, it's a numbers game, man. Just don't let them get you down if they say no. Go out there, you know, make your move, and if it doesn't work, there's plenty of more fish in the sea. I really like that idea. You know, it's the mistake that you can make when you're in your hunting years, I just coined that phrase, is, you know, finding one girl that you think is the only perfect one and pursuing her until the end of time. That's the mistake. You know, the mistake is throwing away your years from 13 to 22 because, you know, you think that there's only one girl worthy of your time. No, trust me, there's lots of awesome women out there, and you need to meet some of them. So, yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent, but do I think it's a problem that you like the women large? Only if you do, man. Only if you do. All right, if you enjoyed me on Monday, be sure to give it a like. If you're new around here, you can subscribe in the top right blue box. 2 videos you may have missed. Wife Wednesday, the one where I talk about my testicular torsion and how I rocked it. And the one on the right is Feedback Friday, which is kind of like me on Monday, but the questions aren't so serious. And I answered the question about having more kids. People were curious about that. So have a good day. Bye-bye.